Objects in my house are coming to life. It started with something small. I was home late from work, exhausted, dragging myself through my nightly routine. I set my keys on the kitchen counter, microwaved a frozen dinner, and sat on the couch to eat. Halfway through my meal, I heard a soft clink. I turned my head. My keys had moved. Not far, just a few inches. But I was sure I had left them near the sink. Now they sat closer to the edge, like someone had pushed them. I frowned, shook my head. Maybe I had set them down carelessly. Maybe they had slid on their own. I didn't think much of it. I should have. The next night, it was my coffee mug. I had left it on the dining table before heading to the bathroom when I came back. It was in the sink, not spilled, not knocked over, just sitting there, like someone had placed it carefully. I stood frozen, staring at it. I lived alone. There was no one else in the apartment. I tried to tell myself I was just forgetful, that I had put it in the sink and didn't remember, but my gut told me otherwise. Something was wrong. The incidents became more frequent. A chair pulled slightly out from the table when I knew I had pushed it in. The TV remote resting on the arm of the couch instead of the coffee table. A single kitchen cabinet standing wide open in the morning. Small things, subtle things, but they were adding up. I started questioning myself. Had I really left my phone on the nightstand, or had I put it on the dresser and forgotten? Had I actually locked the front door, or was that just my imagination? I was losing track of reality. And the worst part, I felt like I was being watched. One night, I woke up to the sound of whispers, soft, faint, like someone talking just outside my bedroom door. I held my breath, straining to listen. The voices weren't human. They were thin, high-pitched, like wind through cracked glass. And they were coming from my living room. My heart pounded. I wanted to turn on the light, but I was too afraid. The whispering continued. Rushed, excited, like something plotting. I stayed frozen in bed until dawn. When I finally got the courage to move, I crept toward the living room. Everything looked normal, but the couch cushions had shifted, like something had been sitting there. The objects weren't just moving anymore. They were watching me. I could feel it. A constant pressure, eyes that weren't there. One morning, I found the fridge door standing wide open. Inside, every single item had been rearranged. Cartons of eggs stacked neatly in a pyramid, milk bottles turned so their labels all faced forward. And in the very center of the fridge, where my leftovers used to be, a perfectly folded piece of paper. On it, written in my own handwriting, "Are you awake yet?" I started losing sleep. Every night I felt the objects waiting. The chairs, the silverware, the mirrors. I started covering them with sheets. It didn't help, because they started following me. One night I turned off all the lights, locked my bedroom door, and slid under the covers, determined to get some rest. I heard something shift, a soft scraping noise. I held my breath. It came again, like wood sliding across the floor. My stomach dropped. The chair from my desk. It was moving closer. I clenched my eyes shut, heart hammering, too afraid to look. By morning, the chair was pressed against my bed, like something had been sitting there all night, watching me sleep. I tried to leave the apartment. I packed a bag, grabbed my keys, and rushed to the door. The knob wouldn't turn. I pulled harder, nothing. It wasn't locked. It just wouldn't move. Then I felt it. The furniture shifting behind me. The air changing. The whispering. Closer now, everywhere. Excited, hungry. I turned slowly. The couch had moved 3 inches closer. The lamp was no longer on the side table. It was on the floor facing me. The chairs were turned in my direction, like an audience waiting for a show to begin. The air pressed against my skin, thick with something alive. And then, my reflection in the hallway mirror blinked. But I hadn't. I don't know what's happening to me. I haven't left my apartment in days. The furniture keeps moving closer. The mirrors keep watching. I tried to smash them. They won't break. Last night I woke up to find my own handwriting scrawled across the bedroom wall. You're one of us now. I don't know what that means. I don't want to find out. But the walls are closing in, and the whispering never stops.